Hey, welcome back to this mini lecture. My name is Dino. It's on John Perry Barlow's iconic text, A Declaration of the Independence of Cyberspace. The focus of this video is how Barlow's declaration still impacts the web. It's had a long residue. Do you have any thoughts after reading the text? Any initial thoughts on the text itself, its implications, what it says, what it means for the web, both when it was written and today? From that, I'm going to share a couple of declarations, statements. Think of whether they're true or false, or somewhere between truth and falsehood. And basically, I would urge you to pause the video, make your decision, then I'll give some information to either corroborate or maybe push back against your thoughts. These are quotes from the declaration. We are creating a world, the internet, that all may enter without privilege or prejudice accorded by race, economic power, military force, or station of birth. Do you believe that? Think that's true, false, or somewhere in between? Based on the population here, you'll see, let me just compare the bottom three, India, China, and the United States. Basically, the India and China population estimates here about 5 times the amount that the US is. And if you see here, in North America, 7.2, which includes Canada, but you kind of get what I'm getting at anyways. The population here, the percentage of the total internet users of the world, 7.2. From that, it should be about 5 times higher in Indian subcontinent and in Asia. So it's one of those things, or specifically in China. It's not broken down as well as it should be. But what it's getting at is wealthier nations and regions have easier and better access to the internet. We're creating a world online where anyone, anywhere may express his or her beliefs, no matter how singular, without fear of being coerced into silence or conformity. Do you believe that the internet allows you to express your beliefs without silence or conformity? Maybe think about someone like Joe Rogan, this dashing fellow here. Although he signed I think it's a $200 million Spotify contract, and is quite obviously has a great amount of speech, even there was pushback against someone like him. So if someone who has a huge contract with a multinational corporation can be not silenced, but sort of discouraged from saying certain things, it doesn't mean that everyone has free, complete speech, as Barlow might have once hoped. And there are way more examples of this. Rogan is an example where and I wouldn't even say he got silenced. Your legal concepts of property, expression, identity, movement, and context do not apply to us. They're all based on matter, and there's no matter here. So basically, it's pushing back against the idea of property, expression, identity, movement, and context online. Is that true? Does it not apply online? I would say look at something like Creative Commons, which allows people to share content freely. I really enjoy Creative Commons. I get as much content from it as I can. I try to share my content when possible. However, the stuff that's like, you have to have a license to share it via Creative Commons. That's great, and it's awesome that people can do that. However, there's so much other content that's not under that umbrella. So there are legal concepts of property, especially online. Like if you violate someone's rights online, say if you're copying content, that can be held against you. He also said, we are forming our own social contract. The governance will arise according to the conditions of our world, not yours. Our world is different. So it's basically contrasting the physical world with the digital world. Do you believe in that? Does it have its own social contract? Something you might want to think about is, what is a social contract? This is the front of Hobbes' Leviathan. A social contract is a voluntary agreement among individuals by which organized society is brought into being and invested with the right to secure mutual protection and welfare, or to regulate the relations among its members. Some of the iconic texts that approach the idea of social contract include Thomas Hobbes' Leviathan, Locke's Second Treatise of Government, and Jean-Jacques Rousseau's The Social Contract. So, again, it's a contract between people about protection and regulating members, etc. From this, is there an internet social contract? From what you see this definition above? If so, who created it? And do you think regular people played a role in creating this contract? I would say there is sort of a soft social contract, and it seems like a lot of it's done by the end user license agreements based on a company having, like, you can use a online like service or a product, but you have to adhere to very private interests. It's not like a wider social contract. And I would highly doubt that just regular people, especially those who are not online, those who are not movers and shakers, had a lot of saying in what the social contract of the internet is. And also, it's kind of an evolving thing where standards of speech and decorum sort of change over time, and are regional and national. It can vary by region and nation. That was a Declaration of the Independence of Cyberspace by John Perry Barlow. Please feel free to like this video if you liked it. Please feel free to comment if you'd like. Have you read a Declaration of the Independence of Cyberspace? Do you believe in Barlow's lofty ambitions for cyberspace when they were first made? Do those still exist today? How can we reclaim some of the loftier ideals and have the internet and cyberspace be as pristine and adventurous as Barlow once thought? As always, please feel free to subscribe to this channel if you like this type of content. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it.